Ever dreamed of building your own app, making sense of huge amounts of data, or just finally understanding how our digital world actually works? Well, today, that journey begins. We're going to dive into how you can master the Python programming language, taking you from absolute zero to coding hero. Now, I know what a lot of you are probably thinking. Programming is way too hard, or that's for tech geniuses, not me. If that sounds even a little bit familiar, you're in the right place. Because we're about to challenge that whole idea and show you a much simpler, more powerful way in. So what's the secret? Well, meet Python. This is the language that was specifically designed to be that bridge between a complex idea and a simple working program. It is, hands down, the best starting point for pretty much anyone curious about the tech we use every single day.
So what makes Python so special? It's what we call a high-level language. And all that really means is that it's built to be read and written by people. It feels natural, it's intuitive, it's a lot more like writing a sentence in English than typing out some cryptic, confusing code.
And check this out, this is the perfect example. Look at this command right here, print hello world. That's it. Seriously, in one simple readable line, you're telling the computer to talk. It is that direct and that powerful, right from your very first step.
This right here is the whole philosophy behind Python. Less code, more power. It's all about getting the biggest result with the smallest amount of code. You write less, but you do so much more. And that simple idea is exactly why it's a favorite for everybody from absolute beginners to total pros.
And don't think for a second this is some new, unproven language. Oh no, Python has history. It all started back in 1991 with one simple goal: make programming fun. Fast forward to today, and it's the engine behind companies you use every single day. We're talking Google searches, your Instagram feed, your Netflix recommendations. Even NASA is using it to explore space.
Okay, so you're on board. Awesome. But where do you actually start? Let's map it out. And I don't want you to think of these as boring lessons. No way. Think of them as major milestones on your adventure to becoming a confident Python coder.
First up, variables. Now I know, the name sounds kind of technical, but the idea is incredibly simple. Just imagine a variable is a labeled box. You can pop a piece of info inside, like a name or an age, and then whenever you need it, you just use the label. It's how your program remembers stuff. That's it. All right, next up is where your code really starts to get smart. This happens with two key concepts, conditions and loops. Conditions are all about if-then logic that lets your program make decisions. You know, like, if a password is correct, then let the user in. And loops, they just repeat tasks for you, so you don't have to. It's how you build smart, automated programs.
Now, as your code gets bigger, you don't want to be writing the same lines over and over again, right? Of course not. That's where functions are a lifesaver. You just bundle a chunk of code into a function and think of it like creating your own custom command that you can use whenever you want. It saves a ton of time and keeps everything nice and clean.
Okay, so you've got data in your program. Now what do you do with it? You've got to get organized. And Python gives you some really powerful tools for this. A list is basically items in a specific order. A dictionary is more like a contact list where you look up information using a name or a key. Getting a handle on these is absolutely crucial for building anything useful. All right, the final big milestone on our map is something called object-oriented programming. And trust me, this is a total game changer. Instead of just writing lines of instructions, you start creating digital objects that act like things in the real world. So you could create a car object, for instance, that has a color and a speed, and it can do things like drive or brake. It makes building complex things so much more intuitive.
So, you've learned the basics. You've hit the milestones. But why? Why does it all matter? Let's shift gears from the how to the why, because this is where your new skills open up a whole world of incredible opportunities.
And the opportunities are huge. I mean, we are talking about the most exciting cutting-edge fields out there. Building intelligent AI systems, creating websites, making sense of massive data sets, even defending against cyber attacks. Python is right there, at the very heart of it all. This isn't just a skill, it's a ticket to the future. And yeah, let's talk about the career potential, because the numbers here really do tell a story. As you can see, it doesn't matter if you start as a developer, a data analyst, or a machine learning engineer, the financial rewards are fantastic right out of the gate, and they just skyrocket with experience. This is a seriously valuable skill to have. But here's the thing. Becoming a great programmer isn't just about memorizing commands. It's about learning how to think in a new way. Honestly, this last part might be the most important piece of the puzzle, because it's the true secret to long-term success.
And this slide says it all. So many beginners fall into the trap of just trying to memorize the code. But the real path to mastery is focusing on the logic behind it all. It's about truly understanding the fundamentals and making practice a daily habit. That right there is the secret sauce.
I want to leave you with this one really powerful idea. Learning Python isn't just about learning to code. In the world we live in today, it is like getting a superpower. It literally puts half the world of technology right at your fingertips.
So, that journey we talked about, it all begins with that one simple step, that hello world command. It's right there, waiting for you. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build first?